One of the stars of House pointed to one of the show's darkest episodes as his favorite, and also said that it presented a difficult acting challenge. Over the 8 seasons of House, the titular doctor, played by Hugh Laurie, investigated a wide range of diseases and illnesses with his semi-rotating diagnostic team. House is a mystery of the week type of show with season-long and even multi-season-long storylines coming into play over the course of the show. Not every episode is critical in the grand scheme of the series, but there are some that reshape the show forever after. At the end of Season 3, House's diagnostic team disbands and brings in a new cadre of doctors: Dr. Remy 13 Hadley, Olivia Wilde, Dr. Chris Taub, Peter Jacobson, and Dr. Lawrence Kuttner, played by Kal Penn. Kuttner is an ambitious and eager doctor, though not always the most ethical, getting fired on day one for ratting out another intern. However, through determination, hard work, and a willingness to go against conventional wisdom, he earns a spot on House's team. He's an important character, and he's critical to one of the show's darkest episodes. Taub actor Peter Jacobson's favorite House episode is Simple Explanation. Dr. Lawrence Kuttner dies in this Season 5 episode. Dr. Chris Taub is one of the older doctors to try out for House's team in Season 4, and, as such, does not put up with House's mockery the same way the other doctors do. He's a capable and clinical doctor who doesn't let his emotions rule his diagnoses, and Peter Jacobson plays him with confidence, but also with some regrets. However, Jacobson's favorite episode of House is not an episode about his character. His favorite is Season 5, Episode 20, Simple Explanation, the episode where Kuttner is found to have killed himself. Via TV Guide, Jacobson said about the episode, "My favorite episode is a very dark episode. Kuttner kills himself. Kuttner's death comes out of nowhere, and House is legitimately shocked, one of the few times in the series that can be said. It's an extremely dark episode, and because death comes early in Simple Explanation, the audience and the characters have to sit with it the entire episode, wondering what happened to Kuttner and why he chose to do that." Kuttner's death was an acting challenge for Jacobson and the cast of House. Each character has a different reaction to Kuttner's death. Kuttner, Kal Penn, and Taub, Peter Jacobson, smiling at one another in the House episode 97 Seconds. Peter Jacobson also said about the episode, "That's a great acting challenge, and it was also hard because we were losing a friend and a colleague." Every character in the episode reacts differently to the news about Kuttner's death. It presents, as Jacobson says, an acting challenge for everyone involved. It can be difficult for an actor to gauge how to react to a character's death in a TV show or a movie. If you go too big, you risk appearing obvious and unbelievable. If you play it too small, your character will appear cold and uninterested. This balance requires an actor to know their character inside and out. Jacobson relies on Taub's history to inform how he acts in the episode. Out of everyone, Taub appears to be the least moved by Kuttner's death throughout the episode, even refusing to go to the funeral, but the end of the episode sees him sitting alone in a hospital hallway, breaking down. That's a realistic emotion. Taub has been through a lot and can probably keep it together for the most part. However, there are times when the dam breaks, and you can't help the tears from coming. How Kal Penn's exit and Kuttner's death changed House. House realizes there are some things he will never be able to diagnose. The team in House's office in the House MD Kuttner death episode. Kuttner's death coming out of nowhere is an effective way to show how easy it can be to miss the signs of someone in a deep depression. However, that was an unintended consequence, not something purposefully written by the writers of House. The reason Kuttner died so quickly was that his actor, Kal Penn, got another job opportunity. Not in acting, but as part of President Barack Obama's White House, specifically as Associate Director of the White House Office of Public Liaison. Whatever the reason was for his departure, Kuttner's death profoundly impacted House. Rarely has House been so wrong. He never suspected for a second that his close co-worker was suffering from depression. As the most talented diagnostician in the world, that is an earth-shattering realization to come to terms with. This instance marks a key moment in House's trajectory. There are things that he won't understand and consequences he'll never guess. It's a powerful episode of House and a good choice of favorite for Peter Jacobson.